Dive. Today we're looking at a 2025 Supreme Court judgment, KNagendra versus New India Assurance.
Right.
And I know insurance law can sound a little dry.
A little, yeah.
But the question at the heart of this case is really powerful. What happens when a business owner breaks the rules, takes a shortcut, and someone dies?
And does the insurance company get to just wash its hands of the whole mess?
Exactly. It's this clash between a contract and, well, a human tragedy.
And to really get it, you have to go back to the beginning of the story.
So let's do that. It's October 7, 2014. We're in Chanapatna City. There's a man named Srinivasa, or Murthy to his friends.
He's a local shop owner, the family breadwinner.
And he's just riding his motorcycle, minding his own business. Then, a commercial bus collides with him.
It's a fatal accident. Horrific. And, this is where you think insurance just kicks in.
But it didn't. Not right away.
No, because investigators found a problem. The bus had a permit, sure, but it was strictly for the route between Bengaluru and Mysore.
Okay, but the crash happened in Chanapatna City.
Which was not on that route. The driver was taking an unauthorized detour, a shortcut.
And that little detail is what set off a legal war.
It changed everything. The insurance company's lawyers saw that and basically said, hold on a second.
Their argue it was what?
We insured this bus for Route A. The crash happened on Route B. That's a fundamental breach of our contract. We're not paying.
Wow. I mean, that feels incredibly harsh, doesn't it? The bus was insured. The premium was paid.
From a pure contract law perspective, though, it's a solid argument. They relied on this precedent, a case called Amrit Pal.
And the idea there is?
The idea is that if you operate a vehicle outside the terms of its permit, you're also operating outside the terms of your insurance policy. The insurer never agreed to cover the risk of a crash in Chanapatna.
So you have the insurer on one side, standing on the fine print, and on the other you have Srinivasa's family, who've just lost everything.
They're the third party here. They didn't do anything wrong. And if the court sides with the insurer, they could get nothing.
That's where the system feels broken.
Mm-hmm.
The lower courts actually did award the family money, right?
Yes. The Motor Accident Claims Tribunal awarded them around 18.8 lakhs. The High Court then increased that to about 31.8 lakhs.
But the core fight that went all the way to the Supreme Court wasn't about the amount. It was about who had to pay it.
Exactly. Who writes the check?
And this is where the Supreme Court, led by Justice Sanjay Carroll, came up with this solution called pay and recover.
Right.
Can you break that down? Because it sounds like a contradiction. If the owner broke the contract, why make the insurer pay at all?
It does sound like a paradox, but think of it as a two-step process. First, you have the pay part.
Okay.
The court said the Motor Vehicles Act is what they called benevolent legislation. Its main purpose isn't to enforce contracts, it's to protect victims of accidents.
So social justice first.
Exactly. The bench said it would be offensive to the sense of justice to leave a family destitute because of a driver's detour. So, step one. The insurer must pay the 31.8 lakhs to the family immediately.
Okay, that makes sense. But then what about the recover part? Does the owner, KNagendra, just get away with it?
Not at all. And this is the brilliant part. The court said once the victim is made whole, the dispute between the owner and the insurer can be settled.
So the gloves come off.
The gloves come off. Because Nagendra violated the permit, which is a legal violation, the insurer has the right to turn around and sue him personally to recover every single rupee they paid out.
So the insurance company pays the family, gets them out of the legal mess, and then they basically become a debt collector going after the bus owner.
That's it in a nutshell. The Supreme Court dismissed the owner's appeal. The family gets their money, but the insurer gets a green light to go after the owner's personal assets to get their 31.8 lakhs back.
That is a terrifying thought for any commercial vehicle owner. One shortcut, one detour, and you could lose your business, your house, everything.
It's total financial ruin. And that is the huge takeaway here. Deviating from your permit isn't like a small traffic ticket. The moment you go off route, you are effectively driving without insurance. Your personal wealth is on the line.
It's a fascinating balance. The law makes sure the victim is protected from the owner's mistake.
But it also makes sure the owner ultimately pays the price for breaking the rules.
It does leave you with a lingering question, though.
Which is?
Does this pay and recover system actually work in the real world? How often can an insurance company successfully recover millions from an owner who might just declare bankruptcy?
That's the billion-dollar question. It might just shift the burden around, and if insurers can't recover the money, they might just raise premiums for everyone else.
The ones who actually follow the rules. It's a complex fix. But at least in this case, the family got justice. Thanks for walking us through this one.
Anytime.